My name is Anyeska, and most of you know me as the massage therapist of the group, but I wanted to talk to you today about Reiki. I'm also a Reiki practitioner. Who here is familiar with Reiki? Wow, I'm actually impressed. That's more than I was expecting. So for those of you who don't know, Reiki is a Japanese healing modality, and Rei actually means universal spirit or soul, where Ki translates to energy. So it's the universal spirit energy that we're using to help people. It's also been described as Rei as in ray of light, and Ki as in the key that unlocks your ray of light. So it has 5 principles that people embody when they're a Reiki practitioner. And they are, just for today, sorry, I should just say this, most Reiki practitioners also practice Reiki on themselves, generally in the morning or in the evening to set, it's sort of like a meditation that you can set the tone for your day. So the 5 principles are, and I'll send them to you, just for today, I will give thanks for my many blessings. Just for today, I will look for the positives in all of my actions and I will not worry. Just for today, I will deal with anger appropriately. Just for today, I will earn my living honestly, and just for today, I will show respect, kindness, and gratitude for everyone and everything. So most people can understand that that's pretty good principles and philosophies to live by. And so the way that Reiki works is that it's channeling energy. It's channeling energy from God, source, divine, however you would like to describe it, whatever resonates with you. And once someone is attuned to the Reiki universal energy, they always have that, and they can always use that to channel and help other people. So with Reiki, there is either a hands-on or a hands-off approach, and because of that, we can also do it via distance. So I do not have to be in the same room as Chev to actually provide and assist her with healing her body. And it all comes down to energy. So what I'd like you all to do is to sit with your feet flat on the floor. Put your palms of your hands together, close your eyes, and rub your palms together really vigorously. I almost feel like we should have someone start singing. Okay, and so just stop rubbing your hands together and move your hands slowly apart and focus on your hands and how they feel. So most of the time, people, actually, you know what, let's throw this out to the crowd. Who would like to say what they feel? Like, what's the sensation that they're noticing within their hands? Yeah?
I can feel like a resistance.
Mm-hmm.
Like an energy? Yeah, it's definitely like a magnetic resistance.
Mm-hmm. Anyone else? Yep. Yep. So all of those things are energy. When you think of it from like an electrical point of view, if you were to, we're all told not to shove the fork into the electrical outlet as a kid. Not sure if any of you tried it, but if you did, or the knife in the toaster, you did? So if you did, you would have noticed that there was like a spark, there was a jolt of energy, there was possibly heat. There's a transfer of energy, and that's what Reiki is. So it's a transfer of energy that is universal love and that kindness and respect. And so that's what why we practice Reiki, is so we can help people come back to that at their core, which is what we all are at our core, no matter how we present on our day-to-day life. So with a Reiki treatment, you as the receiver simply lay there. You don't have to do anything at all. It's very much a passive for you to be open to receiving. That is obviously harder for some people than others to just be completely open and receive. It does take a little bit of really looking at yourself and being open and honest and vulnerable of needing a little bit of assistance, which some of us can struggle with. I know I have in the past and still do occasionally, but it's very passive for you. It's not like when you go to see a physiotherapist or a remedial massage, or even if I'm doing a relaxation massage where I'm manipulating in a physical sense as well. This is much more of a passive, you just laying there to receive. As I said, that it is, depending on the practitioner, it can be hands-on or hands-off Reiki, because I am also a massage therapist, I do it from a hands-on approach. However, it is just a very light, gentle pressure. However, what you perceive and what you experience can be very different, because depending on the energy and what is out of alignment with you, there can be that feeling of heat. There can be a feeling of a heaviness or a lightness, or going from a heaviness to a lightness. You can feel it change. I have had clients who, specifically one was having one was having problems with expressing herself, and so she felt like a very heavy, as though I was almost choking her. However, I actually at that point did not have hands on her body at all, and it's just a reminder of how our energy impacts much further than just our physical bodies. The Reiki traditionally works with the 7 main chakras of our bodies. So most of you have probably seen that they start at the base and then go up to your crown. And so those are the 7 that we focus on. However, there is many more chakras within the body, and so it works on all of them to make sure that they're as happy and in alignment and healthy as possible, which will then impact every other aspect of your life. It's that ripple effect that continues on, and just is really impactful. And it's just a great reminder as well that that gentle approach to ourselves and to our situations can be really, really impactful, more so than an aggressive approach sometimes. And I like to describe it as well sometimes that if you're driving a manual car, you can either forget about the clutch and then just try and jam your car into gear, or you can use something that aids that to slide into gear nicely. For those of you who have driven manual cars or do so frequently, you understand the difference and the ripple effect that if you do jam your car into gear, you will feel it through your physical body, because the engine will have that resistance. It will shudder back and it will impact you as well as everyone else in the car. Not just the gearbox. And so when you think of Reiki like that it's going to have that ripple effect out, it is really powerful. I feel like I've spoken really quickly today, and I'm very conscious of time. So does anyone have any questions about Reiki and how it can impact them? My God, you're all so quiet. Did I just speak really, really fast? Kelly. Yes. So I have a client who I've been working with her for actually over a year, and it's been mainly massage based. However, her last appointment, she was very, very, very scattered, and there was actually family situations as well. She also has a disabled child, so there was just lots of emotional impacts. She had booked a 2-hour massage session, which is normal for her, and we actually only did an hour of massage and then did the other half of the session as pure Reiki, and she released fasciitis pain, as well as she had a clean and calm approach now to know what to do and how to help her children. It involved psychiatrists and medication changes and that she didn't agree with. And so it went from a very hyperactive, chaotic energy to feeling much more calm and clear on what she wanted, the clarity to then feel empowered and do her own research for then to approach the medical team, as well as it also completely alleviated the plantar fasciitis pain that she'd been having for about 6 weeks, and one doctor had said that she may need surgery for. I spoke to her yesterday actually, and that's been 10 days and she still hasn't had the plantar fasciitis pain, which has been daily. So yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Cool.
Yes.
Is there 1 or 2 things that you would suggest that we could use Reiki for on a daily basis?
It is good for stress. There's actually over 3,300 studies on PubMed, specifically on Reiki, not just energy healing in general, but it's really good for stress and to give you that clarity for what you actually want versus what other people are telling you they want you to do. Mm-hmm. And Christina, did you have your hand up?
Yeah, if you want me to share my
You can share if you would like to.
I actually had a Reiki healing from Anyeska last week, and I have had, quite a few Reiki healings in the past, and yeah, I have to say, you might have seen on the Facebook, she went over and above, because usually when you go to Reiki healing, they just do the Reiki when you get there, but Anyeska actually did it, because you're quite psychic, I think, whether you believe all that stuff or not. She pulled some oracle cards before I even got there, and they were spot on with what I was thinking and feeling and going through at the time. And then we had a chat for quite a while, talking about where I'm at and all that sort of stuff, which you don't, this sort of doesn't usually happen with Reiki practice. And then she did the Reiki, which was, of course, very relaxing. And I actually went there with neck and shoulder pain, and it's just about gone. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yeah, and that neck and shoulder pain has been an ongoing issue for on and off for years. But it's cleared. And that night after you did the Reiki healing for me, I slept like a baby. And I'm not a great sleeper, so it's really relaxing. It helps you to relax, sleep better, whatever you need. You might know what you need or not, but it's an energy that helps you to heal.
And just on that note as well, I mentioned last time I looked, there was over 3,300 PubMed studies, and there is actual studies about using Reiki in hospital settings, especially with chronic and palliative care. And I think it was the last study that I read, or something like 75% of people said that they had reduced pain symptoms, as well as feeling just generally less stressed, more calm. So it is something that has been studied. It's not like it's me just making it up on the spot, which, I could make up a song and dance on the spot. I don't think you guys would appreciate that. But it is something that has been used really successfully all over the world for quite a while. Anyone has any questions?
I feel a lot calmer just listening to you.
Thanks.
Speaking about manual cars, etc., I was only thinking of you, Anita, because
you can't drive a manual car?
a manual car, she drives an automatic like a manual car, right? And you're like,
As you should.
Hey, you don't understand that. Probably other people do. So don't go with it. It must be